Hello beautiful friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be growing one of my favorite late winter early spring crops, and that's going to be radishes. Now radishes are a really quick growing crop. These can come up anywhere from 50 to 60 days. The other good side to this crop in particular is they are, well, a good bug deterrent. So because we are starting to creep towards the edge of spring, what I want to do is I want to start adding properties into my soil that make it less than hospitable for, of course, all of the natural pests that tend to pop up in the early spring going into summer. So every little bit that I can do to help the next round that's going to be planted in these beds, I'm definitely going to be doing that. Now, the other good thing about this crop is that it is cold tolerant. So even though I need to provide it a little bit of protection, just like a little bit of covering in case we get any snow or ice accumulation or a really hard killing frost, it will still manage to grow on. It may grow on a little bit slower and it may take longer than that 60-day mark, but even still, come the end of March, I'm going to have a beautiful harvest of radishes to be pulling from this garden space. Let's go on ahead and get planting. Okay guys, so here we have our radish seeds. Now I am sowing French breakfast. That's actually my favorite radish, but you can sow any type of radish that you prefer. And as you can see, these seeds are, well, of course, a little bit bigger than our turnip seeds. They're definitely a little bit smaller than our beet seeds, but even still, we're only going to plant these as deep as the seed is long. So we're talking a 1/4 inch at most. And all I'm going to do with this crop in particular is I'm just going to make a little indentation here, like so, and then I'm going to thickly sow these. These seeds are a few years older. That's not really a problem, but it can mean a little bit less germination. And I'm going to go on ahead and just cover this over. Now, the other thing that I did is I did go on ahead and pre-moisten the soil so that I don't need to come in here and water because I don't want to disturb these seedlings at this point. Okay, now the reason that I am okay with sowing this crop in particular a little bit more closely together in a line like you saw me do just now is primarily because the radishes, when they start to grow, they're actually going to push each other apart, and I don't really want my radishes to get huge. I prefer them a little bit on the peppery sweeter side, so I'm going to harvest them a little bit younger, and my favorite thing to do with them is actually harvest them and then pop them in the oven and roast them with a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper. And oh my gosh, is it delicious. It's particularly with a roast. It's just an amazing side to go with a roast. So now that I've got these guys in here, I'm just gonna leave them alone. They're going to come up in their own time and they're going to be a really beautiful addition out here. It's always really wonderful to come out around March and see something growing in your garden bed. So this is really the optimal time for you to be putting in these types of cold crop plants because you're going to have something to eat come the end of March going into the beginning of April. So that is all that I've got for you on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any more questions about planting cold crops for a late winter, early spring harvest, go on ahead and drop those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. I'm also going to be including a video here at the end to kind of help give you some inspiration for the coming spring. And don't forget to grab my Digging Deep guide. So this guide is really going to get you set to grow successfully and to grow that high yield garden no matter where you are as far as space goes, because it's about your soil, it's not about your size. So as always, keep it simple, natural, and essential. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys.